a happy place in my life every living day. Happy place in my life every living day. A happy place in my life every living day. I'm at a happy place in my life, and it can't change. And I just come out here to do right.
Welcome guys, blessed Sunday evening. It's your girl Aisha Wells, hot of the press networks, and we are live from Bedrock, the premium event in the Southland. When I'm talking Southland, I'm talking far south, we're in Labray. About a meter or two off the pitch lake for this brilliant event. Nice food, nice vibe, nice people, premium, all-inclusive event this evening. So many people stopping by, and we are going to chat with some of them. So just in case you missed it, you're going to see what you missed. So guys, welcome back. We are live. In case you missed it, it's your girl Aisha Wells, and I'm here with one of the happy patrons of Bedrock, and of course she is looking regal in her outfit. How are you doing?
Good for now, good for now. Good night and thanks for having me for the interview.
You're welcome, you're welcome. So tell us your name and where you're from.
Jovan Edmond, I'm from San Fernando, Maiden Street to be exact. Just behind Food Basket and the coffee.
Yeah, but she gave me the full address and all here. So tell me, what brings you to Bedrock, this premium event?
Well, this is my first time being to Bedrock. I always hear about Bedrock, so I said I'm going to come this year and see how it's going on so far. Well, I'm ready here for the music, But I love to dance, so I just come to dance and have a time.
Excellent. And is there anybody you want to send special love to?
To the image people who I'm here with, to Cindy Dorridge, to my son Jalan, to my grandchildren. I just love you all, and that's about it.
Thank you so much, love. Enjoy.
Welcome. You're welcome, Aisha. Thank you.
Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Your girl Aisha Wells, hot of the press networks. We are live from Bedrock, Sweet 16, and I have a very lovely lady with me. She's looking like she's Sweet 16. How you doing, love?
I'm fine, thank you.
What is your name?
I am Diane.
Hi Diane. Diane, girl, you look lovely. Who outfits you? Diane, you're blushing.
Yes.
Is this your first time at Bedrock?
Yes, it is. It is my first time.
All right, so what are some of the events you're looking to check out while you're here?
The makeup booths and pictures.
Definitely. Where do you come from?
I'm from Point Porter.
Okay, nice. So you enjoy the festivities that's been going on over the last few days?
Yes, I have been. This is my first time between a while that I've been to mostly nearly everything.
Wow, so you run out this year, girl?
Yeah, yes, I run out.
Is there anybody you want to say hi to?
My friends, and they're all here having fun as well. I hope they are not too shy to come on camera.
Hey, well, bring them in, bring them in.
Definitely.
So you're going to be coming back?
Yes, I will.
This is going to be a staple at your events going forward?
Yes, it definitely will be one.
Thank you so much, love.
You're welcome. Have a blessed night.
Don't forget, guys, it's going down here. In case you missed it, we are live from Bedrock, Sweet 16 in full bloom. It's your girl Aisha Wells, and we are live from Bedrock, Sweet 16, the premium event here in Labray. And I have this very lovely young lady with me. Ollie, if you see her attire, how you doing and welcome?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks.
And what's your name?
My name is Risha Edwards.
Hi, Miss Edwards, and where you come from?
I am from the small community of Captiville.
Okay, great. You have to tell me who put this entire ensemble together.
So it's a family friend Her name is Cheryl, and she always style me when I'm coming to Bedrock.
Let me tell you something. So this is not your first time here.
No, it is not.
So for those who at home and they're not here, what advice you would give them?
You're missing out. To me, for Southland, Bedrock emphasize culture. It brings community together, and I think that everyone should experience it.
Well, listen, if you're in here, you understand where you missed. So what are some of the different activities you're going to check out while you're here?
Well, definitely the Hennessy bar. I just had a rum circle, and it was delicious. I'm trying out some of the food menu. I had sushi, so I think I'm going to go back for that. And yeah, just have fun, enjoy the entertainment.
Perfect. Anybody you want to say hi to?
Definitely, I'd like to say hello to my family, Janet Edwards, Kenneth Edwards, Renison Aisha, and Renique Juliana. And I'd like to say hello to my sister in the States, Rian Edwards.
Listen, she had it down for guys. Thank you so much and enjoy. Welcome back. We are live from Bedrock Sweet 16 and this is the premium event. We're in Library and I have three very special people with me looking damn good this evening. In case you missed it, what would you tell people who are not here this evening?
You're missing out big time.
Missing out. Get your tickets for next year.
So tell them who we talking to.
My name is Shamaya. Tamia.
Joshua.
Great. So is this the first time you all at this event?
Yes.
What made you decide to come to Bedrock?
I want to have a good time. I came down yesterday from Florida, so I wanted to experience the borough, but I still had it.
So you mean to tell me that foreigner we haven't we met?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Where? Florida? Let me change my accent. You're from Florida?
No, well, I have a Trinidadian accent. I was born here. I only moved out 2 years ago.
Okay, great. So you're going to tell everybody when they're coming down around borough time, they need to come to Bedrock.
It's a must, yeah.
Great. Is there anybody else you want to say hi to?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Grandma. Hi, aunties.
Everybody back in Florida, what's up?
So which activities you all going to check out?
Yeah, skip me for this guy.
You good everything?
Everything, yeah.
Everything. I get that massages right there.
Everything. I was just going to say, yeah, definitely going for a massage.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for chatting with me and enjoy. Bye. Well, when I tell all you it's only good-looking people in Bedrock, all you doubting me. Look at this couple. Aren't they fabulous? I had to come in and out of accents with this one. So tell people who they're chatting with.
See, talking with Country Bookie, original Library Foundation.
Excellent. And?
Josanne.
The wife. Josanne, the wife. So who dressed you guys?
I dress myself. Yeah.
Just myself as well.
So, wifey has always been a fashionista?
Yeah. He patriotic.
So do you guys always come to Bedrock?
Yeah, we've been to Bedrock a couple of years. Well.
How would you describe the event for people who are not here in case they missed it?
Well, it's something that is like the top shelf event inside of the borough. You know, something that is different. And it's an experience like pull out a tongue, pour the spoon, yeah, and that drop smack in the middle of the oil and the pitch and the country, you know, is the best all-inclusive with that country spin.
I agree.
Yeah.
And which of the activities you're going to check out? I see they're doing massages behind me, girl.
Yeah, I feel like going there first.
I just here for the food.
Well, listen, you guys look fabulous. Wifey, make sure and hold he tight. Yeah. And of course, enjoy the event. You guys look awesome.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Bye.
Troubles may come, but I'm a praying soul. Devil does try, but he does never learn. So much
When I tell you, these patrons are so good looking here at Bedrock, Sweet 16. I have this gorgeous lady with me. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Please tell the world who they chatting with.
Well, I'm here in Bedrock, and my name is Kathy and Paul, all the way from Miami, Florida.
So Kathy, you coming for this girl?
Yes, I really come in for Bedrock. I did Juve with Country Bookie, and this is my second event, Bedrock.
Wow, so it's your first time at Bedrock?
No, I was at the first Bedrock.
How was that?
Oh my God, out of the world. That's the reason why I come back over and over. Last year I missed it and I almost died.
Wow.
Bedrock is the fete, all inclusive, top of the line. And nice, beautiful people, nice ambience, great food. Too bad I don't drink.
Listen, for those who not here, in case they missed it, what would you say to them?
Listen to me, this is the experience of your life. I mean, I travel the world, and I'm telling you, I have never met an event like this. Just top of the line, it's the best. Nice people, great ambience. It's just beautiful.
Listen, I love your outfit. Who's your designer?
Oh, I'm my own designer.
Well, people, if you see her. So, girl, enjoy your event. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to Sweet TNT.
Thank you for having me here.
Welcome.
Beautiful.
And we are live from Bedrock, Sweet 16, the premium event. And I have this very handsome young man with me. I want you to make sure and capture his entire design, How you going? Tell people who they're speaking with.
You are speaking to Selector Kun, well known as the fashion god.
Well, Selector Kun, fashion god, who outfits you?
I outfit myself.
Okay, nice. Is this your first time at Bedrock?
This is actually my second year.
How was the first year?
To be honest, I feel like this is the best event in South.
Are you hearing that?
Yeah. This is the best event in South. What event can you go and get free AirPods and free Android watches when you enter in? You didn't even get a headline.
Listen, Selector Kun, I ain't had no money though. Because somebody just assume it. Yeah, so for persons who not here, in case they missed it, what advice would you give them?
I think you should come out of your comfort zone and try something new.
Excellent. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
All right, nice to meet you as well. All right, but make sure anyone who's going to FETS and anything, anytime you go to an event and you see Rumsicles, this brand here, make sure and check it out. All right, I'm one of the owners of this company. Yeah, and we're about to share love with people and share a different experience with everyone, because this is something that's trending around the world. We create alcoholic cotton candy, alcoholic snow cones, and the alcoholic popsicles as well.
Wow, so let's make sure and give them a phone number where they can reach you guys.
All right, you can reach us at 344-2520.
Great, thank you so much.
Nice to meet you as well.
Bye. So guys, we are live from Bedrock Premium All-Inclusive Sweet 16 in full bloom. I want to say special love to the sponsors. Diamond sponsors, Desrep, to Harry Prasad and Sons Limited. Platinum sponsors, Lachman Singh's Transport Contractors Limited, Bridens, Emerald, Angostura, Port, and the Southern Sales Service Limited.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the Aisha Wells Show on HODP Network.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast, and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, closing deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
At-home care is provided both in Trinidad and Tobago by competent, professional, well-trained, and trustworthy caregivers. Contact us at 687-8454 for free consultation. Book your appointment today at Jeweled Nails by Olu. Call 476714.
Welcome to Precious Care Home for the Aged. We have highly trained personal care assistants to provide the home care service and support your loved one's need to maintain their daily activities and enjoy their independence. Our services include residential care facilities and doctor on call. We are located at Bitton Boulevard, Maloney Gardens. For more info, call 496-8684 or 792-1135.
Zia Trucking Services Limited. Every size of truck for every size of job. Safety is ensured on all trucks. Bins available. Zia Trucking Services Limited. We move A to Z with ease for the best, safest, and most reliable transport service. Contact us at Zia Trucking Services Limited at gmail.com. Telephone 487-0477, 473-4122, or 483-8741. Or visit us on Instagram at Zia Trucking Services Limited. Zia Trucking Services Limited. We move A to Z with ease.
The views of callers are not the views of the management and staff of HODP Network.
Come around with more than 1 or 2 votes. We need the kind of change that's affordable to the rich man or the man that's too broke. TNT, we need a new hope.
If you can look as far as I see, within this great land we call TNT, there's birds and bees, rivers and seas, pretty woman bringing man to their knees. treasures of this blessed land we always neglect like ISO and PAN. I find it so strange the way we arrange. Still this nation don't know how to change. To some change might just mean a new car, could mean less than $1. To most change have this nice scent we usually get from the government. You see, change is something we always say, but every time we change, things remain the same way. Things keep getting worse and worse, so this is what I propose. Let's change the change for a better nation. Change the change for all foundations. Change the change so that we could say that this nation here came from quite down there. I say change the change within the school systems. Stop changing ministers and change what we teach them. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's murders, killings galore. So much gunmen fighting needless war. I can't tell you stay, can't tell you go, cause this still the land we used to know. Homeless, every corner you meet, and they complimented by our dirty streets. Then we wonder why in our sister isle, why they don't like Trinis to come and spend time. Well, you see, it's much more than paving a whole road, and it's greater than fixing a lamp pole. Change is about the whole nation and how we are portrayed when the party done. Who set these standards in my TNT? Really wish somebody here could tell me. It's just the same thing again and again, like we leaders don't use the brain. So change the change within our country. Change the change so the whole world could see. Change the change for better future, so we don't have to depend on our next mayor. I say change the change within the society, otherwise we have a bandit factory. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In our youth, we leave all the weight, cause in most leaders, we done a lost faith. They're full of such greed. Oh, Father, I plead, please, Lord, have some mercy on the seas. Cause the youth are trying their best, but they're born in this place of lies and commerce. So eventually, when things get heavy, chances are they might turn out just like we. But you see, could put an end to all this foolishness and could break this chain link of sadness. Change could help our leaders to grow and start preparing youths for tomorrow. Don't see change as something timely and start seeing change as your duty. To stop them from hurting one day is we had to point the way. So change the change for better transparency. Change the change for better economy. Change the change so no man one day will take we money and just fly away. I say for young Calypsonians and stop saying culture is in good hands. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. For those who don't know how to arrange or what I might mean by change the change, it means restructure what is regular so that we can have a different culture. From Kaiso, they get solutions, but still they treat us like the stupid ones. They neglecting we repeatedly, constantly insulting our country. But if we change, we'll understand to value each other and change would mean there's a better future. I hope one day our leaders know through culture and media is how people grow. While they're fighting politically, wasting the nation's time and money, they're paying people for advisory, but like my own it is for free. So change for the struggling pan man. Change for that old Kaisonian. Change for the elderly, so grandma and grandpa could die happy. I said change for all opposition, so next time they'll approve legislation. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you.
Of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank to those of you locking us down right now via our YouTube and our Facebook pages. I want to say a very special good afternoon to those of you locking us down wherever you are on God's green earth. I say thank you so much for choosing me. I am Aisha Wells and I'm in your company this evening until 9 p.m. Not feeling full 100 today, but I've decided it's not going to stop me from coming out here and doing the people's business. I'm going to do the roll call very quickly. If you would like us to shout you out, then you need to go on our YouTube page or Hot Off the Press on Facebook or on Aisha Wells' page, and we will shout you out. Let me say top of the evening to those of you locking us down locally, regionally, internationally. Wherever you're listening to my voice, I say thank you so much for choosing me. You could have been anywhere on God's green earth, but you're with me, and for this I am very grateful. This is Monday evening, and on a Monday we open the lines and discuss politics and current affairs. I know a lot of you want to get in and have your say, so I'm going to open the lines pretty early. But before I do that, let me take the opportunity to shout out some of you right now on our Facebook page. Let me say top of the evening to Mavis Peterson Paul. How are you doing, Mavis? Good evening to Miss Valine. Blessed evening to Nico Ravi Gopi, Toya Jofi, Lioness Candice McDonald, Panman. Big up yourself, Panman. Blessed evening to Roxanne King as well. Remember, when you get in, all we ask you to do is to like the video and share the live. So let me say hello to those of you locking us down right now on Hot Off of the Presses page. I am on the live right now, and I see you guys. I say thank you so much for choosing us. And, of course, good evening to Agnes. Agnes is on the inside. Thank you so much for being here, Agnes. Good evening to June McLeod. Tall man, I see you on the live. Orson Butcher. To Rishi Rupnarain. Thank you guys so much for being here. Peace and blessings to you guys. Like the video and share the live. All right, so I am over on YouTube right now, and I can see you guys on YouTube. Blessed evening to Mova Defender. Big up yourself, Mova Defender. Hope to hear from you this evening. Pundit Rowley. That's new. Okay, Pundit Rowley, big up yourself. Orson Busher, Simon Williams, Daniela Williams. YouTube, I see you. Spice. Spice out of Grenada. Blessings to you, Spice. And to Lamont De Leon. Blessings to you. Patty Di Coto, I see you. YouTube looking really, really nice, and I'm grateful that you guys are here. So without further ado, let me tell you guys the rules of engagement. The views of the callers and the voice noters is not those views of course, Hot Off the Press Networks. It is not my view. It is not the view of the management and staff of this organization. Yeah, we have a disclaimer for some only. I also want you guys to know that you are going to be allowed ample time to make your contribution. All we ask you to do is not to slander anybody. Be responsible in your comments and make way for other callers to call in and have their say. Mondays are very busy on the phone lines because all the political jumbies just run out. So we're going to open the line and allow you guys to get in pretty early. Remember, we're discussing politics, we're discussing current affairs, whatever is making news in your world, we're discussing this evening. My numbers to call, 476-7115. Put them up on the screen. 476-7115. That's right. Voice note me, very same number, 476-7115. The lines are open. The ball is in your court. Let us see who's the first caller to join in this evening and what topic they're raising. So much is happening in Trinidad and Tobago, from the politics to the crime to, social issues. Whatever it is that you want to discuss, this is your opportunity to do so. We are taking your calls right now. Check the voice notes. Let me know how the phone line's looking, guys. All right, bless numbers. Those numbers are on the screen right now, 476-7115, 476-7115. Voice notes and phone calls, we're taking it. I'm reading your comments online as well. So continue to send them. Let me say bless evening to Wall Street. Wall Street, I see you. I'm going to let you know what time we're linking at Wall Street. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live?
Blessed evening, Aisha. Vote for the PNM, I vote for local government reform.
Hey, how you doing, Mova Defender? Blessings. Let me get some volume on him.
Aisha, what topic you want to pick? Because we have some things in this country. Crime,
well, as I said, Mova Defender, I'm going to give each caller ample time to touch on their issues. All we ask them to do is be responsible.
Well, let me go in one time. It seems like we in this country are saying, for government to kill you. And nobody seems to be saying that. I don't know why your phone sounding so bad, Aisha. I get a bad feedback.
Tell me if it's better now.
Actually, no.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. We are settled on this country waiting to die. Because crime is on a rampant, like every week is between 8 and 12 dying. And nobody in authority seems to be caring. Right? Also, I want to keep this story alive everywhere I go.
Question, caller. How many persons passed away this last weekend?
Aisha, that is a joke. Like between, I think like 8 this weekend.
Okay.
And that kidnapping.
Okay. Go ahead.
8 and that kidnapping. And most of the murders, if not all, are not in the crime hotspots. So long time we said Birmingham is hotspot. Now it's like anywhere in the country is. In your house, outside, by the bar. And every time somebody talk about something, or they politicizing it. What is politicizing? What is politicizing an issue is truth? Anyway, so let's go to the next one now with the Auditor General. That the Prime Minister admitted yesterday in a press conference that is wrong, and he's sitting down helplessly watching. Seriously? That's what the Prime Minister about on national television. He sat down helplessly watching on.
All right, so forgive me if I tell you I did not listen to the press conference yesterday. So give me some pointers as to what he said.
Aisha, I'm talking about the only 2 questions. He take a million questions about the cricket. So he bring in some academy. He take a million questions about that. He take a million questions about Ghana. And take only 2 questions when it comes to the Nikwan thing, and said he was helpless. He was saying, don't helplessly watching on. And it should not happen because we have a bad rating in the country. Up to now, he said the finance minister should step down until this investigation is over with. Because how could he investigate himself? How could he choose the board to investigate himself? Is that making sense? And the final point before I leave. I don't know if you know too much about this Nikwan. Nikwan owing Republic Bank $170-something million US dollars. Not $80, no. $170-something million US dollars. Owing First Citizen Bank $7 billion US. And went into bankruptcy recently. Right? So Republic Bank come and they lost the money. First Citizen Bank come and lost the money. Right? in this part about it. Nikwan going to some court to sue the government for stopping the gas to the plant. So if Nikwan win that, we have to pay Nikwan for losing money. And every time we bring up something in this country, the PNM jagabats and sycophants and sukunians, what are to call about politicizing and these guns and this is things in the public domain, Aisha Wells. These are things in the public domain. But as you bring it up, you're a UNC, this one is a UNC that for talking the truth about what's going on in the land right now. So I got to take my leave right now, and I want to hear you, out of the PNM, out of the press, Aisha, respond to some of the things I said.
Thank you so much, Mover Defender. Like I said, Mover Defender, please forgive me if I tell you that I am not privy to some of the issues that are taking place in the country. I personally decided to take a detox from anything to do with politics and crime to a lesser extent. So while I hear what you're saying, that's why I was asking you to please tell me exactly what were some of the pointers said. So based on what you said, the Prime Minister commented on the issue surrounding the Auditor General and the Minister of Finance. And according to what you said he's looking on helplessly. But I must say, from the position that the Prime Minister holds, he is anything but helpless because he appoints ministers. And if the Prime Minister is dissatisfied with anything involving any one of his ministers, he can take action against it. Yeah? The other issue you raised was the issue pertaining to crime. I personally think that we need to be doing a lot more in order to address the crime situation in this country. And it cannot be a one-time fix. It has to be something that is ongoing. From us addressing the young people where crime is concerned, for us to try to get the guns off the street, for us to have a more forceful police service, whether we need to increase the numbers of boots on the ground, I think we need to do a lot more about the crime. And the other issue he raised was Nikwan. I'm not too sure about the situation with Nikwan, Mover Defender, but if what you're saying is true, then there is more questions and answers as it relates to that, and there should be a thorough investigation into it. All right, so the lines are open. I am taking your calls. It is Monday, and we want to hear from you. Let's get the voice notes in.
Blessed love. Aisha Wells, and you whole hot of the press, family, and all your viewers and listeners at Trinidad and Tobago and extension the world. This is boy Double M here. Hey, hear this now. My team tell me about the station and this YouTube and on all platforms. And I always embrace young people and different things and positive vibes. And the things that are happening into the world today, a lot of men and women becoming lovers of themselves and wealth and material things. That is why I step away from competition and rocking back and living a vegan life. So I want you today to understand something. Just live in love. Pray to God. Meditate. Treat your body right because it's a temple. So when you treat the temple right and you pray to the Most High, you would love another, and therefore you never have no violence in your homes. And man and woman would live together in perfect harmony. This is boy Double M out here.
I don't know if to laugh or cry on the voice note, but Monk, thank you so much for sending us that voice note. I mean, it could have been a little more slower so we could understand what you're saying, but we're glad that you found us. We are glad that you're here. And feel free to voice note us at any time. We have another voice note. All right, so the lines are open. We are taking your calls and your voice notes. Let me read your comments on Aisha Wells' page. Ainsley King is saying he drink a case of Red Bull, clearly. J Love says, what about bringing out the army? What do they really do? Put them all over. Roxanne King says, Miss Aisha, the criminals have mother and fathers. So what they doing about their children? Roxanne, half of them, parents can't talk to them. Louis Keisha says, Aisha, I want to find out how I could sign up for HGC House online. Go to HGC's website, hgc.gov.tt. Ainsley Ash says, the country not far from Haiti under this PNM government. Kevin Springer says, just like your female leader. Romeo Frank says, bring back the blimp. It was working. Ash Ainsley Ash says, Kevin Springer. Okay, I can't read that one on air, Ainsley Ash. Be a little more respectful. Joseph Moses says, Kevin Springer, I agree. Both are highly paid for no production. All right, the lines are open. We are taking your calls and your voice notes. Let me go on over to Hot Off the Press page right now and read your comments there. All right, so I am on Hot Off the Press page and continue to send those messages. Austin Butcher says, good vibes, good night, Queen. Blessings to you, Austin. I'm going to go over to YouTube at this time, read your comments on YouTube. Remember to send them. The lines are open. We are taking your calls. We want to hear from you. Feel free to call us. Caller, you live. Blessings to you.
Hello?
Caller, you there?
Good night.
Hey, KFC, how are you?
Ade. Good night, Robert. All along the fort, Aisha Welch. I see Dr. Rowley went Ghana. He went India. And India, the businessman, the band, the family going to invest with a Calamia Center, with a the former government under Basio Pandey give them. No, but why would you by European idea? So why you gonna build a academy center? So I'm to brand like academy center. So why you take that money and build the Piccadilly school, the St. Philip school, and all them schools, nothing for black people and the costing the Indian and them. So just to have a certain Indian coming in Trinidad. So they pay them love the Indians now. Election gimmick. Mama guy need people. I shall look to understand.
Thank you, KFC. All right, so Daniela Williams says, hey, Jillian. YouTube says, Danny, you must know why you ain't got no man. Pundit Rowley says, Aisha, I know you love your pan. What is your views on the negotiation with the PM to give a private Indian man pan Trinbago panland? Jillian Timmerman says, good evening, Aisha Wells and all on the live. Cheryl Williams says, good night, Aisha Wells, blessed Monday. Daniela Williams says, okay, Patty, the police officer buried today. He had a great turnout. I'm assuming that's the police officer that was shot and killed at the bar in Montrose. Patty Cotto says, Daniela, I went and looked at the news. I was talking to 29 Super. All right. So, guys, thank you guys so much for being on YouTube. Send us those voice notes, 476-7115. 476-7115. Let's see who else is there. Send those voice notes as well. All right, let me try to get your comments again. I am back on my YouTube page. Thank you guys so much for sending them on YouTube. Remember, when you get in to share the live, I like how the share is looking on the Aisha Wells page. Looks really good. All right, so I'm reading your comments. Good night to Sonia Penny Budri. Caller, you live?
Yes, Aisha.
Not hearing you, caller.
Yes, Aisha.
Caller, speak up, please.
Yes, Aisha.
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Yeah. So, about a couple of things. I hear you talk about the crime and whatnot. And somebody saying about the how much murders and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me, right?
We're hearing you, yes.
Let me talk about the municipal police a little bit.
Okay.
What the municipal police and others do. You know, I see municipal police locking up a square the other night, sorry.
You saw them locking up what?
A square. You know,
a square.
like Victoria Square and those type of things.
Okay.
Yeah, they're locking up a square. So when it is you feel that it's supposed to have boots on the ground, that is what municipal police does do. Now, I understand.
Okay, so wait, caller, let me ask you a question. 1 minute. You seem to be knowledgeable on the roles of municipal police. What exactly are their roles and functions? Are they actual police officers with the same responsibility, or are they slightly different?
I'm glad you asked me that question because I have family inside it, and I'm doing my little degree and my little law degree and whatnot. So I had a little chance to read up on it.
Okay.
I'm glad you asked me that. Municipal police have the same immunities and everything as a normal regular police officer.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is that you're not paying SRP or municipal police the same as a regular police, you're not going to get the same type of vibe. And from what other people saying, regular police, they're not feeling the kind of love and attention that they deserve in the country. But you have municipal police who get in, from what I understand from my family members, and then 60 or 70% of what regular police does get, and yet still they have to do all this locking up gates and all kind of stuff, as well as regular police work. But you're not seeing them outside there doing regular police work because they're locking up vendors on Charlotte Street. So what is it that you're really trying to, not, I don't want to say government, but as a police service holistically, what is it you're really trying to accomplish?
So I have another question. Do the
Mhm.
municipal police officers run on a regular police schedule? Do they get the same pay as regular officers?
No, from my understanding, they get about 70 or 60% of what regular policers actually get. But they do it twice or 3 times the amount of work. But you're not seeing them doing regular police work on a regular basis.
Okay.
You're just seeing them outside there doing like cooperation work, but they still have to do regular police work at the same time. Next thing I want to ask is, when is it that the government go and do this local government reform so you could see interest in the communities? Like down they go, I see there's a borough now. I didn't even know they go at a mayor. All of that is something that we need to look at, because then we go back to the police. Then we go back to SRP and whatnot. You have SSA and PSC hiring municipal police. Statutory body and public service hiring municipal police. And all of them underneath one body with the same numbers. Local government reform has to come into play now so that they could have police outside there understanding their roles and function and who paying them and what they're supposed to be doing, so that they could make the community, the individual community that make up a borough or the individual community that make up a city safer, instead of having the state police doing everything. Let me make it a little easier. So for people outside it, you have state police and you have sheriff in the states. And then you have part-time police. So there you have your municipal police who's like sheriff. You have your part-time police who's the SRPs. And then you have your state police who's the regular police.
Okay.
But yet still, everybody not on the same level and everybody not doing the same. I don't want to say they're not doing the same work. They are doing the same work, but it doesn't come across like they're doing the same work to the general public.
Understood.
And then when it's this, you have police outside there, you're watching them and you're not getting the same respect because they're telling us that they're not doing the same work. So when you have SRP and you see SRP on the thing, on the shoulders, or you see market police on the shoulders, people outside there don't know, hey, I wonder if this is police by, I wonder if I should stop. I wonder if I should continue. I wonder if I should run away. All these little things is what going on with people right now, why it is people confused, why it is people don't respect police, because they're not trying to get things organized for people outside there to know what's going on. I might know because I feel plenty. I might know because I have family inside the service and I hear their complaints, but they can't talk about it.
So I have another question, caller. Can municipal police transition into the regular police service, and is it a difficult process to do so?
And that's our next thing. If the government is serious about what it is they're doing, you know it's taking about $30,000 to feed one prisoner. So if you're thinking about that and you're trying to save money, if I have an SRP or a municipal police who working, do any work, you have a good rapport with the station mates and whatever the case is, I wouldn't want to go and train him again for another 6 months after he went through 6 months training, to train him as a regular when he don't do that as a municipal, or 3 months or 2 months as a SRP, to go and do him again training for 6 months, to go and train as a regular. I wouldn't do that. There is more money coming out of my pocket. If he don't have some training, I'll give him remedial work or something for him to be able to transition into being a better police for the people outside there. Because everybody's studying murder, you know. So if you have more people on the beat outside there, and you had more people outside there in the communities like Duncan Street and all them kind of thing, walking, I think that's called a beat and patrol or something so. If you have more police doing that, better first. But yes, police can transition, but you have to go and retrain. And that is more money on the people of Trinidad and Tobago to retrain these officers who would have already gone through some level of training. These are all things that matter, that seeping through the cracks, that people not understanding. And that is where police getting frustrated. Look, we have a commissioner who now come back. Come back. And instead of making things easier for them, them people who have the firearms, instead of making it easier, I hear that it's going to be harder for people who have firearms to go in bars or to go into banks. And banks is where it is, you're seeing people needing the firearms because they're going to deposit money and all that kind of shit. The banks making it even more difficult. I have a business account. They're making it even more difficult for you to go into the bank to deposit into your business accounts. They prefer for you to do it inside the ATM.
I have an opinion on that, and let me tell you why. I think some of these banks are putting measures in place to chase you away from having business accounts. I'll tell you why. First Citizens Bank, and I'm calling names, charges you $100 TT per online view. So if you go on to your online business account and you want to view your account, you have to pay First Citizens Bank $100 to view it. Does that make any sense to you whatsoever?
Of course not, Miss Aisha. Of course not. But this is where they're extracting money to go and to invest in local stock markets and all kind of thing, in markets that they already know going to be profiting, because those same markets are already monopolized. And if it's monopolized, obviously you're going to make, because it has no other competitors to buy against you. So if you have shares in a particular company that, let's say for instance, makes things that build houses, want nobody to say XYZ and then come at Aisha Wells show. But they already have a monopoly on it. That the government already facilitated that they get a monopoly on it. Obviously, their prices for their shareholders will increase exponentially every single year. You'll have a profit. But we, unfortunately, the lowly persons underneath there, don't know much about investing, and we don't have money to splurge like that. So we won't go and invest in the same thing that we know will make money every single year. You understand? It's just what Miss Aisha, I honestly, being honest with you, I fed up of how things going in the country. And the one thing everybody only talking about is crime. And if you just simply make sense out of nonsense and put the boots on the ground. Oh, and let me say this before I go. I hear everybody what they're saying. But I got a journalist myself. And I telling you, if it is that you was on roadblocks, you will see how much thing police does get. Roadblocks are essential. You just need to get information of where these things are leaving, because if it is you don't, the WhatsApp groups and whatnot will tell you where the roadblocks are. But you need to get the information for the police to act on it and cause roadblocks. But the roadblocks are essential. Things don't fly in the air, Miss Aisha. We don't have a train line. It has drive. The the roadblocks are essential. You cannot have dark without light. You cannot have light without dark. So if it is that they see something on your vehicle that needs to fix, yes, trivial things could go away. But I think the new system that they have, the new system does give them the opportunity to put on the system, you were warned about this. If more police officers do that and just warn people, the next time you're in a roadblock and they get catch, you can't say nothing. But I just feel like they should do that then, if you understand. I don't want to take up too much of your time, Miss Aisha. So
Thank you so much for calling. One thing I like, the fact that I have a lot of young people that call into this program and give their views and opinions on how things run in the country. If it's one thing I appreciate about this transition from fully politics to allowing everybody to have their say, is to get the views and opinions of young people. And, you know, they talking out about things that's going on in the country. I really appreciate hearing you guys, especially young men, because there's an opinion that the young men in this country, they just wayward, they don't care about anything, they involve in criminal activity. But for them to actually call a talk show and talk about issues, I must give you guys thumbs up. I'm going to go for a break, and when I come back, I'm going to go back to my voice notes, my phone calls, and read your comments. We'll be right back.
Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the Aisha Wells Show on HODP Network.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast, and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, closing deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
At-home care is provided both in Trinidad and Tobago by competent, professional, well-trained, and trustworthy caregivers. Contact us at 687-8454 for free consultation. Book your appointment today at Jeweled Nails by Olu. Call 4767114.
Welcome to Precious Care Home for the Aged. We have highly trained personal care assistants to provide the home care service and support your loved one's need to maintain their daily activities and enjoy their independence. Our services include residential care facilities and doctor on call. We are located at Bitten Boulevard, Maloney Gardens. For more info, call 496-8684 or 792-1135.
Zia Trucking Services Limited. Every size of truck for every size of job. Safety is ensured on all trucks. Bins available. Zia Trucking Services Limited. We move A to Z with ease for the best, safest, and most reliable transport service. Contact us at Zia Trucking Services Limited at gmail.com. Telephone 487-0477, 473-4122, or 483-8741. Or visit us on Instagram at Zia Trucking Services Limited. Zia Trucking Services Limited. We move A to Z with ease.
The views of callers are not the views of the management and staff of HODP Network.
So thank you guys so much for staying with us. I really appreciate you. Let me read some comments on our Facebook page. So Lisa Marie Olson says, remember, where there are corruption, there is crime. Have you guys ever lived in a country where you can walk the road at 12 midnight without getting robbed, etc., or no corruption? J Love weighed in on my issue. Jay said, but some police is also part of the problem. Some parents are part of the problem. So communities are part of the problem. When Gary was there, crime was dropping. The PM needs to put his ego aside and do the right thing and bring Gary back. J Love says that is so wrong to charge people $100 for viewing your account online. Trinidad really needs an intervention. I'm not asking you. I am telling you, J Love. I had the app on my phone because, as you guys know, I am a small business owner. I bank with First Citizens. And the minute I realized FCB charged me $100 for viewing my account per view, because I was looking for a transfer. Somebody said I transferred some funds to the account. Check it out. I go on online, check, see nothing. I say, you know what, I'll check in an hour. Go on and check again. And see nothing. I say, okay, I'll give it till the end of the day. Check again. And as soon as the funds hit the account, $300 disappeared off the account. So I was like, well, where this money gone? Join a line in FCB, following data line up to find out where my $300 gone. Oh, Miss Wells, we're seeing here that money was taken because of you viewed the account 3 times for the day, so that's where the $300 went. I say, come again? Yeah, there's a charge. There's a $100 charge per view on a business account, and they would have taken that. I want you to know that is the last time I ever viewed online. In fact, I deleted the business app. If all you're doing business with me, send me a screenshot of all your transaction and let me go and join the line, because I'm not paying $100 gas to get to the bank. Why would I pay $100 to view my own account online? Make it make sense. It's as though they're trying to turn off small businesses in this country, or to chase them, or they want to send us back to the days where we banking with money under we mattress. It's sad. Let's get some voice notes in before we go back to the phone lines.
Aisha Wells, and you listen public. Aisha! Special good evening to you. Aisha, see me, I done with politics long time. That is why I don't really be a no on IT, the other radio station or whatever. Right? I give that a good rest. I not done that. I've been listening to the feedback by a lot of co-workers of mine and, colleagues and friends and whatever. Right? And most of them are disappointed in the PNM. They are disappointed in UNC. And I can tell you, I can assure you, in fact, that 2025 election is going to have a lot of disappointment for the PNM. Right? Majority of Afro-Trimbigonians not going to vote. And some who are going to vote, they say they're going to get UNC a try. Especially public servants. I care. People, think about it, PNM supporters, they get vexed with these things, I think they get agitated. UNC, and you want to back them people. It's not that. People fed up at them. They're fed up, they reach the boiling point, they reach the pinnacle, they reach the peak. They're fed up at the PNM because of the issues in the country. High crime, food inflation, understand? For water crisis. Water. I watching an article, Aisha, is what, 1670 or 1970, they say water would have been for all. Like since 1970, you promising people water. Aisha, the thing about it, what is priority for the government, whether it be PNM or UNC, it's not the citizen. People get vexed, they can jump high, it's not the citizen, it's not us. It's have always been the hierarchies, make sure them comfortable. If crimes affect the hierarchies in society, Aisha can bet in the morning. You're going to see helicopter coming from America all over. What we could do about this crime, I'm telling you. But because it's poor people dying, they didn't care about that. That is the problem. And I have been always dishing out some effective crime plans for the government, and they don't care about that. They're not studying that. The issue, the solution to crime, I told you all, and people laugh at it. I say, if you could control the movements of vehicles in this country, they have tracking devices and vehicles and all them kind of thing, you can track bandits. Most of the criminals who put on crime, look at it. There's always some thief car going with. The thief and people can't go and commit crime. So if you control the crime movement, if you do roadblocks and all them kind of thing and have monitoring of vehicles, GPS systems and all kind of thing, you have good camera systems and all them kind of, you'll get the criminals. The criminals are getting away because we don't have a proper system in place where vehicles are concerned, where license department, the tracing of vehicles, all them kind of things slow. The police have to go on a lot of witch hunt, goes trace and all kind of thing because it's slow. The whole thing, for the time you can use technology and press a button, Aisha, and you can identify which one this vehicle is heading. Police don't get them criminals already in the morning. Not even in the morning. In 5 minutes time, that's how America does work with technology. We too slow. And the government not investing in those kind of things because you know why? It have no money for the wealthy, rich people to profit from that when they go in that direction. Solving crime. And I leave it to that, Aisha. It does not benefit the rich. When they're not benefiting the rich, they don't want no part in it. Once they can bring in a lot of vehicles, and they bring in vehicles with certain people who's bringing the vehicles for the government. Yes, certain people is bringing the vehicles for the government ministries, and that way the government has spent millions of dollars on bringing in vehicles for the police. That's not solving no crime. Invest in technology. They don't want to invest in no technology. I could talk about some kind of technology, it would confuse some of the public, but I can say it on air. You know, we now start to do the ballistic testing in Trinidad and Tobago. We just send it to England, and it's by the time it come back, it doesn't get contaminated after so much months and whatever. So we finally get a lab in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? We don't even have the expertise. I'm telling you, we don't have the expertise. When you fire a wrong from a firearm, Aisha, it have the expertise who could tell you if this ammunition came out from this gun because it does leave an engraving mark on the casing and the shell casing. We don't have expertise for that. Aisha, they're spending money on nonsense in the country. Highway there, this one had to get money with the highway here. That them thinking put on hold. I tell the government, them don't care about nobody but only the rich. Once they build a highway for them on the Digger Martin side there, so that the big shot people don't have to trap stuff by no traffic light, they could go around a merry-go-round. Let me call it a merry-go-round. Right? And feel nice. I tell you, the only solution for this country, you have to get a Robin Hood person, a poor person, to run this country. And here, all the leaders in the parliament had to be from a humble beginning. You can't get no people who's lawyers or no big time. They don't care about all your poor people. I fed up telling all that. I'm not voted, and they will never get my vote. I'm not doing that. And a lot of people are not voting next year. Black people, they're not voting. They can vex them what they want, they're not voted. 4%, they don't say public, they don't say 4%. They're not even wasting the time going before the government without to start the next negotiation. Why? But they realize they may come before him to start the next negotiation. The next one outstanding, they're not coming. They say they're waiting to see they could change government and get something better. They're fed up on this government, I tell you, Aisha.
Again, a lot of young people weighing in on the issues, a lot of males. Have your say. J Love says, true brothers speak the things. Kevin Springer said, we need a new opposition leader who will support the PNM, not for power. Ainsley Ash says, Rowley studying cricket. Joycelyn Jameson says, good evening, Aisha. Denicia says, we need a state of emergency now. Let's talk about that. Caller, you live.
Aisha, sorry, but I had to answer that, man. Not voting will do what not voting will do for you, sir. You're saying the country and stress and problems and all them things you say, but you're saying you don't want to vote. That make any sense when you know today? But anyways, that's what I call for, Aisha. Here's what I call for. And I want you to help me out here, right? I want you to be honest and help me out here, right?
Sure.
Aisha Wells, I is a person. If you get to know me personal, I is a person like to help. I don't like to see my brother down. I like to help people. If you find out about me, I'm a helper. And tonight I reach out to you, Aisha Wells, for some help. Right? Juju Love get fired from Iowa Station and she's looking for a little job right now. Or they want to pull she in or on Hot of the Press. I can help you out.
Caller, yes, a bacchanalist.
Aisha.
You know
Juju Love looking for an end.
Listen, Caller, you talking and I thinking it's some help to help somebody with a hamper or help some child with a school book.
Aisha, Juju was your colleague. Listen to me. Julia Davy was your colleague.
Wow.
Could you see if you can pull she off on Tuesdays and Thursdays on Hot of the Press, please?
Wow. Caller, yes, a bacchanalist. First of all,
enjoy your night.
Thank you. Listen off here. First of all, I have been listening 919 and I heard the person who's holding on for her daily voice says Juju Love is on vacation. Okay? Juju is taking a break, probably on a beach somewhere in a bikini, sipping pina coladas. So I don't know that Juju has been fired. That is not what is come. That is not the word on the street. Let me just put that out there. And if by chance it is a fact that Juju Love is not on vacation and probably decide that she's taking hiatus from radio, I did it for 11 months. I know what that feels like. Juju just probably want to be away from some earlier. Yes, all you leave Juju, let Juju do Juju thing now. You know, Juju is Juju. Let Juju do Juju. Well, I ain't lie, Oli. I swear he listened. I swear he going to ask me to help a woman with a hamper or to help somebody with a school bag or a school book or a shoe. He come in good. I like to help, and everybody know I like to help. And I thinking, okay, well, it's some charity, not knowing it's some bacchanal. He coming with, it's a bacchanal, let's move a defender. You're not easy at all. I want to go for a break, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at having a state of emergency. Somebody just said we need one. Do you think we need one? Let's take that break. We'll be right back.
Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the Aisha Wells Show on HODP Network.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast, and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, closing deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
At-home care is provided both in Trinidad and Tobago by competent, professional, well-trained, and trustworthy caregivers. Contact us at 687-8454 for free consultation. Book your appointment today at Jeweled Nails by Olu. Call 4767114.
Welcome to Precious Care Home for the Aged. We have highly trained personal care assistants to provide the home care service and support your loved one's need to maintain their daily activities and enjoy their independence. Our services include residential care facilities and doctor on call. We are located at Bitton Boulevard, Maloney Gardens. For more info, call 496-8684 or 792-1135.
Zia Trucking Services Limited. Every size of truck for every size of job. Safety is ensured on all trucks. Bins available. Zia Trucking Services Limited. We move A to Z with ease for the best, safest, and most reliable transport service. Contact us at Zia Trucking Services Limited at gmail.com. Telephone 487-0477, 473-4122, or 483-8741. Or visit us on Instagram at Zia Trucking Services Limited. Zia Trucking Services Limited. We move A to Z with ease.
The views of callers are not the views of the management and staff of HODP Network.
All right, we are back. We are back. Thank you so much for staying with us. We understand calls were coming in when we were on the break, so we want to entertain those calls at this time. The phone lines are open, 476-7115, 476-7115. Send your voice notes as well, 476-7115. And to let you guys know, today's Monday, current affairs, politics, anything that's making news in your world, we're definitely discussing this evening. Feel free to call in. We would like to hear from you. And we're going to be looking at state of emergency. One texter on our Facebook page suggests that we revisit having a state of emergency. Do you think that is the solution for crime in this country? I'm hoping to hear from you guys on that issue. Would you support it? I understand some people are so fed up of the crime that they are willing to give up their freedom of movement during certain hours in order to address the crime situation. But do you think it can help? You want to do that? You believe in that? Yeah. Robert actually wants a state of emergency. He thinks it would help the crime situation. You know, he doesn't mind giving up his nighttime hours and just work during the day. That tells you the level of fear and desperation citizenry may face in order to address the crime. Let's check the voice notes. Let's take this call. Caller, you live? Caller, you there? Let me say good evening to you, caller. Can you hear me? You hear me now? Caller, tell me if you hear me now. I don't know why he's not hearing us. Let's try to get him back. Yes, can you hear me now? Are you there?
Yes, I there, Aisha. So how the site coordinate? You're playing here and you're thinking trouble just so?
No, they turned on one of the monitors and didn't put it back up. So that's why we weren't hearing you. I'm hearing you loud and clear now. Go ahead.
And I was asking why my call wasn't taken. I see I was judge manager getting 5 times and then my call out.
Use a bacchanal from the pit of hell and I rebuke you. So take your call. Go ahead and make your contribution.
Well, remember, you carry a tape to Jed Davy. No, I remember I like it more in the mud. Payback is a bee. Payback is a bitch.
To nobody. They yes, lied to you.
You cut my thing what I say, and you cried back to Jed Davy and all you pin them.
I never did that. They lied to you.
But them pay them imps and them cried back to a whole 11 minutes. Right talk on the program. Paying on the PM program and them.
So why I had to cut it? Why couldn't somebody else be listening to the show, cut it and send it to Juliet? Why it had to be me? Why me?
Because your name was mentioned.
Who mentioned my name?
Julove mentioned your name.
Julove was making bacchanal with you, Kingsley. You know better than that.
I do nothing better than that. Too much of dangerous games out here. Aisha.
Yes, Kingsley.
How the
Kingsley, stay one place. You're breaking up.
How the blackest man come a Hindu Jesu?
Who's a Hindu? What?
The blackest man. How the blackest man come a Hindu Jesu?
Kingsley, who's the blackest man?
Rowley.
How did he become the blackest man, Kingsley?
Are you hear me much better, you know?
I'm hearing you and I'm asking you, how did Dr. Rowley become the blackest man?
But here pictures and see them. He is the blackest man in the country.
Oh, okay, go ahead, make your contribution.
And to see that Dr. Rowley having a mole over here on the hand, some cloth up on the cloth, flowers on him. I was like shocked. Because what Dr. Rowley and the PNM say about the UNC Indians in this country, I never thought Dr. Rowley did like Indian people. I never knew that. The same people we bashing in this country, he went to the people homeland to beg to come here. So he bring more Indians here for people like you, but I to curse them.
Me, how I reach there?
Because you remain a PNM. You remain a PNM.
I remain a PNM.
Sad. Very sad to see that Dr. Rowley went to Africa and he bring back nothing to show. But he went India. He bring back Indian people. Millions and millions of dollars. Aisha, are you proud of that, Aisha West? What, your black leader, the man who you look up to, the man who tell you do not go and interview Kamala, and he still went to interview Kamala, and after that he put you in the back bench.
Kingsley, you could tell me how you reached there?
When he asked Ken Ali if the Aisha Wells, what go on? What go on? What went on?
Kingsley, you really went back there?
Aisha, but
you
is the fact that
that's where you went?
Aisha, it is the fact, Aisha, that the Prime Minister have a problem with you, and you continue lifting up, bring a program now
so your contribution is not 1 minute, and that is where me and you just cross-thread. Your contribution is not on the crime. It's not on the issues that are currently happening, but you call here to tell me about something that happened since 2015. That way, do me?
Aisha, your Prime Minister is to blame about the crime going on in this country. Your party who you campaigned to get in government in 2020 and in 2015 is to blame for the roads bad. It's to blame for the women who gone missing.
Me right, Kingsley, you was right there campaigning with me too.
Well, I leave PNM 9 years now. You still at PNM. You still at PNM. So you could eyes a different PNM. Eyes a rebel. I go on long time. I cannot. Because Aisha, you telling me that not one African boy will get a work to build that academy, that cricket academy there. What Dr. Rowley do is kick the prince of Port of Spain in the face, Brian Charles Lara. Aisha, what we are hearing and what the information is coming to us, our academy up there in the Southland, it isn't functioning. So we spend over $1 billion to have a white elephant. How a Prime Minister could leave a country and go and make deal? Is it right, Aisha, for you? Is it right for you, for a Prime Minister to leave? Not with nobody. Did he come to the Lavantil, to the cricket groups and them up in Lavantil, and discuss that? What he going to do? Aisha, it is a shame. After 9 years, Dr. Rowley put black people behind the table. After 9 years, Dr. Rowley showed the African scorn. He tell you and us It is time we wheel off the government. Eric Williams turned in the grave. Manning cry over this country when he said that. Because everything that Eric Williams do and Manning do was for black people in this country to benefit. To benefit. Everything Eric Williams do and Manning do was for black people in this country who take it, who ain't take it. But there's so much of things that we could say that Manning put, like UTT, Costat, and we'll go on and 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 on. What? Because when you realize that we was getting trouble
you know,
go up there.
I realized something.
Hello?
I realized something. You could call Patrick Manning name now without breaking down in tears. Yeah, how you look so strong?
Aisha, as I close, I want to tell Dr. Rowley, when we get back in power, the UNC, I'm going to launch a campaign to make your legacy erased from this country. Our children to come must never know about the sixth Prime Minister. The sixth Prime Minister must never know. We must abandon you. We must take your name from our history book. Because this nightmare, what we've been through for 9 years, our children must never hear about this. Our children to come must never know you offer me 4%. And a man come called Ilalas, Dr. Robbie's favorite friend, NH, the man who charge, just like Dr. Rowley, the man who charge for touching something. He take $250 million from TSTT and buy Marcy, who get, I'm asking questions, who get a back kick there. After 9 years, the $250 million, that chairman at that time, when Fitzgerald Hines was the Minister of Public Utilities, I think I forget it. I must say it again. When Fitzgerald Hines was the Minister of Public Utility, under his watch, in that ministry, Dr. Rowley Bestie. And when they asked Dr. Rowley and they asked the minister, the cabinet never approved that kind of money. And it's then we know that chairman of boards, chairman of state board, of government state board, have a budget to spend on their own without coming to the cabinet to over $250 million, TT dollars, $250 million. We did not know. A chairman of a board could just use his powers and sign a document and let's give away with money. So, Aisha, it seems that all what Eric Williams and Patrick Manning lay, that long time people used to believe that the PNM is the best party to run in this country. People believe today PNM is the worst party to run this country. Today, why is young African youth killing out themselves? They show history that Eric Williams went and talked to the young African community. He talked to the youths of Trinidad and Tobago. It showed that the facts remain that Patrick Manning also did the same. It showed Aisha Wells when Eric Williams walked the hills of Lavantil to understand the problems, why the young people killing themselves, to bring us a sense of hope and let them know always we children. Manning did it too. Today, you know what's going on with the Prime Minister? He going India. India he going. And we're proud about that. We're proud today to see that he never bring no business people from Africa. But he went to India, Kamala motherland, Dr. Rudal Mudal. All this is Indian motherland he went to. And he bringing Indian people to. Right now, Aisha Wells, go and check the population of the African community. Today, there's more East Indians in Trinidad and Tobago than the African community. Check the facts. Aisha Wells, I thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kingsley. Do we have some voice notes? Let's play them, please.
Aisha, I'm now viewing your chat on YouTube, right? And I want to bring something to your attention, and that's how life is, eh? 11 months you're off the radio, I could guarantee you no PNM people in call you. But Daniela Williams, because you are allowing people to talk the truth, no lies, you know. That's why she don't listen. Aisha, you see PNM people don't support you. They only support you when you're talking PNM talking, you know. And this where you supporting. This is the party you supporting.
All right, so let me read my comments real quickly. Thank you for sharing that, Mover Defender. And I want to tell you that my views and opinions is not limited to the views and opinions of people who may have their own thoughts and opinions about me. That doesn't faze me in any way. When I set out to do this venture, it was to allow everyone an opportunity to talk and to take the whole political stigma from off of me and allow me to breathe without having to delve into the politics. Because politics divides people, and that wasn't what I wanted to do when I set out to do this. So all who thinks that they don't want to listen because I'm allowing certain people to talk or to share their views and opinions, then that's them. They are entitled to that. I would lose no sleep over it. Let's see who's there. Caller live.
President, good evening, Aisha. I hope you are well.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome. I'm good.
I'm good. You know, I want to say to you tonight, tell Kingsley RC, you must stop spread this false information, okay? But at the same time, let me get to the real issue, because the real issue here is not about how many East Indians or etc. etc. Aisha, let me just drop a real ball on your figure right now, okay? Currently today, after 10 years, we are approximately at 4,500 and approximately 96 persons that have died as it relates to woundings and shootings, okay?
Okay.
Our total crime rate of all crimes committed in the purpose of 10 years now stands at 104,900 and approximately 80. Okay? Crimes committed in the space of 10 years under the People's National Movement. We have tonight a real national security issue where the police is not providing the level of protection to citizens. And the conversation citizens really need to have is, what are we going to do now to protect ourselves in real time where the Ministry of National Security is failing to provide that service?
So stick a pin, right? Lyndon, because one person on the chat said they suggest that we have a state of emergency, and my producer in here is saying the same thing. Do you think a state of emergency can help address crime?
So I'm not saying that it cannot, but we have to know directly. When we say state of emergency, we have to know who is the person or what is the immediate threat to that state of emergency. And where I stand now, I don't think our SSA, our National Security Council can really tell us basically where this issue of upsurge of crime is mainly coming from and who are the perpetrators that they need to go into to arrest to limit this crime. So we are saying that we have gangs of the 6s and the 7s.
In other words, the state of emergency would slow down crime but not eradicate it.
It will slow it down, but it will not eradicate. And we have to, if we are looking at crime as the issue, we can't just look at the shootings of crime. We have more robberies and burglars of homes
and we have to look at those things. We also have to look at the one crime that we have never addressed, which is white-collar crime. That is the crime with the jacket and ties. Do we have criminal elements that are part of our ministry that are stealing taxpayers' funds? These are things that we also have to address. The failed state of the system that we have now does not seek to address those things. And tomorrow, if we have to move ahead to prosecute a minister in office for misdirection in office, the issue is politically correct scenarios will want to come about this. And you have what is called an Attorney General office tonight that will not be able to prosecute any criminal entities because, Aisha, we are failing to see what it is. We have a mafia that is in government. The mafia takes care of their own to place them into strategic agencies all over the country. And what we are not having is the proper, we are not having the proper level of protection that people need for the type of tax-paying monies that we are spending. We have a justice system that does not bring criminals to justice fast enough or does not prosecute through our justice system fast enough. And it is leaving citizens more frustrated than some. Right? So those are the things that we really have to look at. It's my humble opinion right now that basically with this recent kidnapping of this young lady, Aisha Hussain, has validated the same level of information I've been saying since 2017, that the government is currently in breach of the constitution that is supposed to afford citizens national security in real time, and not this thing whereby...
Lyndon, then I'll ask the question, what could citizens do? Because there are now restrictions or conversations of restrictions on firearm holders. And, you know, what could citizens really do to effectively ward off criminals? What could we do?
You know, to fixing the crime is one issue, but immediately now I think communities need to seriously come together and meet to have conversations to put their own protocols into place to safeguarding them. And I mean community watch programs that can be done all across the country. I think that probably needs to be done now. Secondly, I also think seeing that of what has also just recently happened with this young girl and some other cases where we have persons missing, etc. Based on this confirmation, I think Fitzgerald Hines should literally be removed from office because he cannot get the job done. Putting Earl Christopher there was just a temporary fix where they know she's not going to do anything in a year that she hasn't been done since she has been there. So if the situation of businessmen cannot protect themselves in real time because she's not granting the firearm applications, she said she went before a joint select committee in February and said to the nation that in 25,000 firearm applications, she only approved 100. That should literally tell you the blatant level of problems that businessmen are going to be facing, where they don't have the avenue of protecting their business in real time when the police cannot do the job. So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. I think in those, what you call scenarios, I think literally Fitzgerald Hines literally should be removed from office. The president should be addressing the nation on the issue of national security. She cannot just be performing in a quasi-ceremonial role because that is just a burden to taxpayers. These are the revolutionary steps that we need to make now. If we cannot do those things, Aisha, I am fearful that this country will plummet into a state of chaos, and it will be no longer that we will be a people who will have to directly go and remove these government entities forcibly from office because they are not doing what they state to be done. And people can't just be paying money for a parliament that is not functioning the way it's supposed to be functioning because you just have politicians cussing each other in the parliament, and we are paying for this nonsense. It has to stop somewhere.
Lyndon, I know that you have a seminar coming up. Do you want to share the information about it with the listeners?
So we are trying to have this seminar done on the 3rd of June. It's supposed to be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's a women's safety seminar. And Aisha, based on what we see happen with this young lady, is now the reason why we are asking for a number of these persons to come together
so that we can be able to share with them the vital information that they need to have done in protecting themselves first. But in the state of what we are seeing now, we seriously also reconsidering that. So I don't want to give you an additional promotion yet. There are some calls I have to make this week, and I'll get back onto you within the next program to let you know if we are a clear go ahead or not. Okay?
Okay, fair enough. Thank you so much.
Have a good night, Aisha. Bye.
Bye-bye, Lyndon. Thank you for sharing. And that's Lyndon Mark calling us straight out of Tobago. We have some clips to share with you guys. Let's get those clips and share it with you, just to let you know what is making news in your world at this time. Check it out. On the screen right now is the kidnapping of Miss Hossain. We'll give you more on this missing person scenario on Wednesday. We've been working very closely with Hunter Search and Rescue Team on this issue, and they are going to be chatting with us about that. I want you to also know that there is a candlelight vigil taking place this evening for Ms. Hossain at Okono Road Junction up to Green Hill. And we have live coverage of that we're going to be sharing with you on Wednesday. So we have our reporter, Danielle, out there on the field at the candlelight vigil, and she's going to be bringing us coverage for you on Wednesday, Missing Person Show. You don't want to miss Missing Persons on Wednesday, because you're going to hear exactly what went on with this kidnapping and whatever information that Hunter Search and Rescue Team can give us on the issue. They're going to be chatting with us a little bit about that on Wednesday. We have some more clips. Making news in your world at this time, we are sharing some clips with you so you can see exactly what has been trending on social media. I want to take the opportunity to thank the 80 persons viewing us on YouTube. Thank you so much for viewing us on YouTube. And of course, the shares are out of this world on the Aisha Wells page. Thank you so much. What you're looking at is the video of a break-in, a robbery. And as you can see, the bandits are breaking into a business establishment. And they apparently used a hammer to break down the steel door to gain entry into this clothing store. Yeah, they keep coming up with creative ways to distress the citizenry. It is unbelievable. All right, what you're looking at here is another video circulating online. I must admit, I'm seeing this video for the first time. So I'm eagerly trying to see what this is all about. So it's part 2 of the break-in we saw earlier, when they used the hammer to gain access to the establishment. So I'm waiting to see what part 2 is going to show us. It's as though you can't function in peace. You always have to wonder if you're going to be a target. You know, it's really, really sickening. It's annoying, and these criminals are brave and they're brazen. It's ain't easy. And that was taken this morning at 1:45 a.m. So they're using the same hammer and breaking in what appears to be a plexiglass door to gain entry into the business place. Let's take this call. Caller, you live. What appears to be a plexiglass. Caller, you live?
Yeah, good night, Aisha.
Hey, Kirsten,
trying to get linked with Aisha. Aisha, Linda Mac asking, what is the problem? You ask what the problem we could do. The problem is we have a match Thursday coming here. It's to get rid of the PNM, you know.
Who matching? Who is matching, KFC? Who is matching?
The ground report and the Williams and Mikey and them, you go
and where they matching?
The promenade at 1 o'clock.
What is the march for?
The march is for all them things we're going on there. Where should I screen right now? Crime, high cost of living. There's a lot of things going through on this
But weren't they
PNM
marching
rally.
for that last week? I thought they had a march outside Express House for the same thing last week. So they're marching again this week for the same problem?
All kind of problem. Every day a problem coming up.
Yeah, but you understand that these marches that they are having is just bringing people out into the streets and no real solution is afoot for the problems that we're facing. So every week they're just going to carry all over the country to march. And what comes out after?
But when people go wake up and get to realize what's going on, people want to stay in the comfort zone and wait like sitting ducks to death and get a place break.
KFC, not even the opposition is seeing what they are doing and supporting. I have not seen any member of the opposition out there with the ground report marching. From the fallout or what?
When the opposition doing the work, they're fighting the evil in the parliament.
Interesting.
But what you want to send in link for Aisha, but you know, the place right now is to get rid of this evil wicked PNM. But Aisha, but Dr. Early going to build some cricket academy for the Indians and them. So I'm telling them swimming pool in one in Maloney and up in Suba, trace up there. How much swimmers and things come out of that? I'm telling them swimming pool there. I heard that they're turning green and on a sort of tap pool in the tunnel. Checking that and see what's going on there.
All right, KFC, thank you. So bring me back that video from the beginning, Robert. This is the first time I'm seeing this video as well. So a group of people liming outside a bar, minding their own business. And literally out of a vehicle in the background, gunman runs up on the team of people opening fire. There you go. Gunshots. People start running. Persons on the floor. Persons dead. And this is literally what has been happening across the country. I don't know how people go out at night anymore. Caller, you live.
If you do the crime, you will do the time. And that is when we won the
1995
election.
Yes, Aisha was going to deliver a letter to Colin Inwood Thursday coming here from 1 p.m.
And what this letter says? What is the letter about?
About the Audit General, Aisha West, we have no confidence in the Minister of Finance. We are asking Dr. Rowley to remove him, to fire him from the job, because we believe 9 years a day, an intake a day, and that have him in functioning right as the Minister of
But you understand the question.
Finance.
You understand the question I asked KFC, right? Why is the opposition not out there marching with all you? Why are you out there marching alone? If removing the PNM supposed to bring the UNC into government, why the UNC not out there marching with all you? What that is about?
I cannot answer that. The UNC have to answer that for themselves. And I don't play games. The UNC should be out there with us. The UNC, because this is what we are doing for them. We're not doing this for we to be in power, because Kingsley can be Prime Minister. You know what I mean? KFC can be a minister. And when we go out there, is to remove PNM and put in that our great party called the UNC. That is what our that is what our ambition is to go out there and to make sure that we get PNM out. And I agree with many people who are asking questions about why. Because Aisha Wells, you could recall Aisha Wells, we was in all the march. We walked from Shagarama's, from where KFC was there, Shagvele, to the Hayat. We walk in section 34. We say Anaram Logan must go. We walk there too. We say Jack Warner must go. We walk there too.
There was a march. The whole of the PNM was outside. The whole of the union was outside. Civil society was outside. Women's group was outside.
Dr. Rowley was outside.
I mean,
Tommy Robinson was outside, and there was walking the street of.
What's going on?
Aisha, well, as I told you, the UNC will have to answer that. But we the people, have to go there and do something.
Well, I don't know, but it looking, this is just me, I could be wrong. Kingsley, I don't know, but it looking like the UNC and really feeling them fellas on them. Me don't know, I could be wrong.
Aisha is not, Aisha, that is our next road you are going down. That is something attacking the president, because that kind of thing they saying, I don't like it.
Why would the UNC not support them? Andy Williams is a candidate for the UNC. He went for screening.
No. Aisha, you are saying out to me now the UNC not supporting the ground report. I thought there was the march overall, and you talking about personal. You are just speaking about
and the march. Why the UNC not going out there? Andy just screened for the seat at Toko Sandy Grande under the UNC.
Huh?
But didn't Andy screen for the seat? Why the UNC not going out there and showing support?
Aisha, I think that the ground report could stand on their own.
Okay.
I think that the ground report hosts always say they are independent, but they're going to vote for Kamala Prasad Bisasa. So that might make them independent, because once you're saying that, you come automatically politically line. And so Aisha was to say that the UNC not supporting the ground report. I can't answer that one neither. But what I can say that the UNC should be out there with the people, because there's not only Mikey K out there, or Andy out there, or Lesmith out there, Kingsley out there, COP out there, KFC out there, Santa Cruz out there, Anderson out there, and many others out there. So many others are out there. What I can't remember, but many people are out there. So this is not about the UNC putting it on the report. If I put a date now, I gotta be more politically correct on that one. On that point. But if we're talking on the broad open side, I say yes, the UNC should be out there with the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And they should, because this is not about the ground report alone, because yes, the ground report might start it, but it have other people is influence with the ground report and also calling for the march. So again, yes, I agree that the opposition is not after 9 years, because Aisha Wells, I will tell you this, one of the reasons why PNM called many march when it was in opposition was to show the strength, was to show the people. Aisha, you see, when you're going in, like when you're going down to Westmoreland, and it have a walk over before you meet the new roundabout there where they now build the Westmoreland, right? We stand up on top of that walkover. Aisha Wells, are you there?
I'm right here.
Aisha?
I am right here.
Right. We stand up on top of that walkover. Dean, Francois, and me, and Dominic, and Jinan, all of us. We stand up on top of it, and we look and see cracked down by Glencoe. Still was our people. After we passed Westmoreland, past Diego Martin, people were still going up. We knew the UNC, the partnership at that time.
When Gladiator called the Patriots outside for the runoff bill, how the whole Horizon Road was a sea of red? You remember that?
Of course. When Sean Felix, you, my good friend who died and gone, Solar Boy. You remember Solar Boy?
I remember Solar Boy. When
you must remember Solar Boy.
On the road with a national flag and then Nelly locked you up. You remember that?
Yes, Solar Boy, me, PNM, David take lie down in the middle of the road. Solar Boy get locked up too. You know what I mean?
That is March. That is March. Huh? That is why I could ask you what I'm asking you now. You know about March.
And that is why I'm answering. I'm being real. I'm not playing politically line here. I'm being real. It's failure. And the UNC have to know that the ground is calling the name. The ground want to sit them, the streets want to sit them. And the only sort that could win in power is to test the waters, test to see. Because when Dr. Rowley was out there, the police out there was out there to protect the opposition leader, right? If Kamala called a match, Kamala will go and ride the commissioner, and the commissioner will approve it, right? So she will get the police out there to protect she and to manage the crowd. Because while we were walking from Carnage, we have over about like 50 police on the side that we walking up the shift of Carnage. They didn't walk with me, it was walking with me, they never harass me because Jack Warner, MSJ, Roger, and all them they get permission. You know what I mean? And there was all day because when the opposition write to the commissioner is a kind of class. So it could be more easier for the commissioner to say yes, come now, you can go out there and march. We will send people all day. So she have to make a move, and not even come out. Dr. Mudilal, Kadisha, Mohit, somebody, Dave Tanku, they have to make a move.
Andy Williams' number is 366-3053.
I think so, yeah.
Let me try to get Andy on the line. I'm going to talk to Andy.
Yeah. Okay. Why should I get Mikey?
Nah, I ain't able with he. Me too razzle dazzle.
Yeah. All right. Understand you see.
Yeah, I ain't able with that. Not tonight. I had the patience for that. Try to see if you get Andy Williams on the line. Let me see if I could find out what is his mindset behind these marches. 366-3053. What is his mindset behind these marches? We marching all over the place and having a set of senior citizens outside in the road when the day come. And why the opposition is not out there with him. You know, I really need to know. So let's see who else is there. Tell me when you have him. All right, so while we try to get Andy Williams on the line, let me see if I could get your comments on the inside. A blessed evening to you guys. Thank you guys so much. So YouTube numbers are sky high at this time. They're feeling us on the YouTube right now. Thank you guys so much for being a part of us on YouTube. Is it ringing? No? It's calling. Okay. So if anybody is close to Andy Williams or can get on to Andy Williams, please tell him Aisha Wells is trying to reach him. Let me say good evening to Ayana Marshall. She said she's tuning in late. Hi, Ayana. Voice notes, anything? Caller, you live?
Hello, Aisha.
Oi.
So, we say PNM Israel come out and show force.
Well, when they march in, caller, did they shut down the place?
They shut down the place. Just like when they run here from Barry's house when they went up against Marlene McDonald.
Wow.
Yeah?
You gonna roll tonight?
Just, I wonder where Daniela Williams was when they was running and cussing from Barry's house. Which she was. But anybody that's chat or calling and talking against the PNM, she disrespecting them. You see kind of nasty things that Daniela Williams put in your chat, Aisha. She filthy. And I want to tell Daniela Williams tonight, haul.
Lord.
Good night, Aisha. I now get a call. The UNC organizing a team from all over the country, and they'll be down there to supporting that march to get rid of this evil, wicked PNM government. Aisha, you find this country going good on this Obia man, wicked man, under Rowley. So much of black youths dying, kidnapping start back heavily under the PNM. You see that shooting? People shooting people anyway, anytime. And Rowley flying this place all over. You go on India to make some deal. So you like Indians now? They ain't costing the Indians and them again. The prisoner of the Indians for election time. Fire burn the PNM, that'll go Aisha, the evil and wicked. Good night, Aisha. I look to you out there on who income. Anything to move this evil, wicked, atlas PNM, idea, Aisha. Good night, Aisha. Why you see in the crime march yesterday with the volunteers?
Caller, you live?
Excuse me. Hi, good afternoon, sister. Good evening.
Hey, welcome.
You know, you're asking me a question. You go and march, Aisha Wells?
Sorry?
Why did you go and march? What was the purpose of those marches?
When who? PNM went out to march?
Yes.
One march was Sections 34. One march was the runoff bill. Another march was issues with Attorney General Ram Logan. I think the union came out for that one. Those are some that I could remember.
Those was to move the nation, to show the nation that these things were being done wrongfully. Not so? You know why they can't go on with it a march along with them? Because when they question what is the purpose of the march and you analyze the information that they put out, you'd realize that they can't gather any right-thinking person. When you analyze that situation, they went complaining about the Auditor General. What is the problem with the Auditor General that they're making noise about? None of them even understand what the problem is. The problem is, I didn't account for the Auditor General. I do it. The Ministry, it's not the Auditor General didn't do anything. The Ministry of Finance do up the books and they give it to the Auditor General and they give us 61 billion. Whoever short, what money missing, they can't change that. She could question that and they have to find that. When they finish checking over the books, they realize, hey, I supposed to have 64 billion and not 61 billion. So I'm calling back the Auditor General before she prepare the documents to go to the Parliament and let she come and check my records. Right? If you listen to the Minister of Finance, even not him, his office, the people that works underneath him, from the Central Bank, Ministry of Finance, everybody trying to get the Auditor General to respond. And she refused. Right? They said she sent over a section of people in a period of days and them didn't find nothing. So the people in the Minister of Finance, he don't prepare no books. It's the people, just like our Auditor General in the Ministry of Finance, does auditing accounts. So these people and them cook up $2.6 billion to give to the Minister of Finance, Aisha Wells. That's what you're telling me, right? That makes sense, Aisha Wells? These people in the Ministry of Finance just come up one day and come up with a figure and say, yeah, we're going on Minister of Finance. This is what you need to take. That sounds sensible. Let me draw one reference to Yagi. We had some incident with children, babies dying, right? We brought a group of people from foreign to investigate the death of these neonatal babies, right? You know what they're investigating from to what they are, Aisha Wells? Because they're telling me it's 20-something babies, right? The people who come from foreign to do the investigation, you know what they investigation from what baby to... So all that halabaloo, and then Ram Logan pull a set of people to make them feel like he's doing something for them and the government was wrong. Ask them what they... I'm going to not forget the name of the institution and come here. Do you remember the name of the institution?
Was it PAHO or one of them?
Right. You know they're investigating, I think, is either from the 3rd to the 3rd to the 8th or the 4th to the 9th or something like that. You know what that tells you? That tells you they're only investigating the death of the 7 babies that died between the 4th or the 3rd to the 7th or the 8th or the 9th. You understand that, Sister Wells? Okay. So this whole idea about 20-something babies died, these people didn't investigate that, you know. You understand that? So we have a group of people jumping out to tell me the government killed 20-something babies. But the people who come to investigate the death of the babies only investigated is probably 8 of them, you know. So all these people are them pulling the law firm. What will happen to them just now? Who going on and investigate? Is the law firm going on and go to the hospital and get all the documents and what will happen there? Fooling the citizens again. So that's why Kingsley can't answer that question, because Kamala them can't come to march, because if they was to approach them to ask them what it is they're marching for, and if the media person right, it can't make sense. March about the Auditor General for what? What it is being done to the Auditor General? I want to prove I have access, I have extra money, but if I didn't thief it, I didn't have to jump out to say I have it, Aisha Wells. I could have just keep my money, leave she with she account with she 61 billion, and she could have thrown it in the parliament, and I have $2.6 billion in my pocket. That make sense to you? I don't. So that's why Kingsley cannot answer that question. Why it is Kamala not there? Kamala not there because Kamala can't answer no question to justify nothing that they're making noise about. So they have on the radio station that you was on, they bring two clowns on an evening to inform and educate. Prime Minister went to India. You know the Prime Minister went to India? The Prime Minister was invited to India, not by the Indian government and no Aisha Wells. The Prime Minister was invited to India by these billionaires. And there are discussion, these people own a cricket team, and the Prime Minister said, I have a piece of land and they want to build a cricket academy. All of a sudden, that becomes racial. The PLM ain't like Indian people, but look, they go on to India. That makes sense. They want to know how much money spent. And what? Nobody spend no money. I give them a piece of land and come in to spend their money to build wherever they're going and build. And if they bring these fellas from the international cricket team to come to Trinidad, and these fellas go treat, right? Something wrong. Think hard. I shall you see the price of homes in America? You see the price of food in America? They're trying to fight inflation and trying to create down the cost of food. House rent going up exponentially. So what I'm talking, if we dollar go 10 to 1, which this Kamala right now telling me the government have no money. So if you get into office, Aisha, with a broken economy, how are you going to fix it, Aisha Wells? If you say you ain't taxing nobody, how the government has their money, Aisha Wells? The government has print money or taxes about us get them revenue. So if you're going to inherit a broken government, how are you going to move the citizens forward with a broken treasury that you're going to inherit? That's what she's telling them right now on my radio here right now. I shall enjoy evening. Thanks for the call.
All right, Bartaria, blessings. We have literally 4 minutes. Can we take another call to close off in 4 minutes? Let's get the voice notes in.
Good evening, Isha. I don't think if Kamala applies for permission to march, I don't think they're going to give her permission to march. I hear Kingsley saying how he thinks they're going to give her permission to march. I don't think they're going to give her permission to march. We don't have much of a democracy here anymore like what we had back in those days when there was a march and all that stuff. So I don't think they're going to give her permission to march at all, right? So right now, Aldi just doing, Ground Report just doing things, and they're not really applying for anything. They're just, taking a walk or a stroll or whatever you want to call it. And it's not much people, but if Kamala was to apply, I don't think they're going to give her permission to march.
We could take another call. I want one more call before we leave. Speak now or forever. Hold your peace. It is Monday. You know we deal with issues on a Monday. You have the last say. 476-7115. 476-7115. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Let me tell you guys, thank you so much, those of you who tuned in on our Facebook and our YouTube pages. I really appreciate you guys. The numbers was really, really nice tonight. The shares was excellent tonight. Those of you who tuned in via YouTube, you were also out in your numbers. We went all the way up to 100 viewers on YouTube this evening, and I'm really glad for that. Yeah. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube page so the notifications can come up. Remember to follow Hot Off the Press on TikTok, HODP868 on TikTok, Hot Off the Press on Facebook. And of course, you can also follow my page as well to get notifications. Caller, you live, final call.
Good night, Aisha. It's true piano. Your piano partner is pulling anyway, yes. But Swanky, I'm more trying to get on to Aisha West. Aisha West come out. Aisha West, I didn't see any match Saturday go on there.
Saturday I was busy. I didn't make the match, but we have highlights from that match we're going to be playing soon. So look out for that. We had people on the ground there who, give us the coverage. Another one? KFC, sir, not sure what happened. If I have room for another one, I'll take it. I have room for another one? Voice note? You mean I'm going to end on KFC note, boy? Yeah? Yeah. So people, I am out of here until Wednesday. Remember, on Wednesday, we're dealing with missing persons. We have interviews, and of course, we also have coverage to show you from the walk this evening that was held for the young lady who was taken by Source Doubles. Be safe. Have a good one. Love you.
Coming like, I have to do something about this thing.